Well, hello, and welcome to our home city, Birmingham, the city that's on the cusp of big change.
Being bombed in World War II and a peaky history, Birmingham has recently been named the UK's most entrepreneurial city outside of London.
And just like our vibrant city, Enactus Aston has gone through a crucible, from being the underdogs, a one-man band, to successfully running 5 projects and getting into the semi-finals at Nationals.
Through the chaos, we've emerged from the ashes of battle scars and nothing but a fighting spirit to tackle the adversities often faced by the forgotten and overlooked.
Despite how proud we are of the city, there is still a systemic problem. There are 95,000 skilled and talented individuals unemployed. This year, we forged new projects and fanned the flames under the existing ones.
Hey, I'm Saeed from England.
Hello, I'm Preet from Canada.
Salam, I'm Samara from Pakistan.
Salam, I'm Salma from Somalia.
We
are
Enactus.
Aston. To start, we'd like to tell you about one of our projects, Chance for Change.
Now imagine building a fulfilling life and then having it taken away in an instant. Every minute, approximately 25 people have to abandon everything in search of a safer life.
Let me introduce you to Nasser. Nasser had a successful career in Yemen as a customer service advisor to the royal family. After fleeing to the UK, he had to start from scratch. This once successful professional became shy and disheartened.
This is the story of thousands fleeing conflict today. The UK has pledged to resettle 20,000 refugees by 2020, and whilst we're proud to welcome migrants into our multicultural city, many often struggle to settle in. We wanted to do something about this.
As a diverse university aspiring to become a safe space for refugees, we established our program Chance for Change last year, which resulted in one beneficiary securing a full-time job. This gave us a drive to continue upon our success. We wanted to work with more established partners and therefore conduct a mapping exercise. Through this process, we found Ashley Community Housing, ACH. We specialise in refugee integration and employment. This was the start of a new partnership together.
Together, we ran a needs assessment through questionnaires with 19 refugees which highlighted the following needs: a lack of CV and interview experience, limited work placement opportunities in the UK, lack of confidence in speaking English, and no access to a professional network.
Chance for Change then evolved into an employability development program which included skill building workshops, street food enterprise, gatherings to practice using English, and networking events with refugee-friendly employers.
To kick things off, we utilised our professional network and attended a Chamber of Commerce event in search of refugee-friendly employers. We also extended our partnership with the award-winning Careers and Placements team at Aston University. Together, we created and delivered a series of upskilling workshops to 28 beneficiaries. The first was centred on the concept of what CVs are. The second, and following feedback from the first, was more pragmatic and hands-on. The latest session was on improving communication styles, co-created with Victoria Masso, CEO of Behaviour Hackers.
To give them even more practical experience, we drew upon our professional network, The Economist and Hadley Management. We hosted mock interview sessions. For some, this is their first time in an interview setting since arriving in the UK, or even their first time in an interview ever. Although there was a big drop and each session was only attended by 2 to 4 people. For us, just seeing individuals, people who have faced unknown adversity, starting to gain self-worth was enough to spur us on.
Our aim was to provide real work experience for our beneficiaries. This inspired a unique partnership with the award-winning Change Kitchen. Working alongside some of the beneficiaries, including Nasser, we set up a street food enterprise that used unsold produce from restaurants to make soup, curries, and other food items.
At the start, Nasser was shy and withdrawn and preferred to sit in the background dishing up. As the day went on, he slowly gained confidence and moved forward to serve at the till. By the end, he was right out in front, mingling with customers, laughing and making conversation.
This street food enterprise enables our beneficiaries to develop confidence, practice their English speaking skills, and grow their entrepreneurial acumen, in addition to providing them with work experience that so many struggle to find due to their legal status.
We are proud to say that all beneficiaries who participated in our skill building workshops now have a fully UK compliant CV. This is an increase of 62.5%. There's also a 35% increase in the number of refugees with interview practice. Their confidence in applying for a job has now increased by 55%.
Our street food enterprise gave every refugee on the programme the opportunity to gain practical work experience and resulted in a rise of 20% in their self-confidence and increased their confidence to speak English by 30%. We had forecasted making a profit of £300 through the 2 soup enterprise days, but the popularity surprised us and the soup sold out on every occasion. Eventually, we generated £661 revenue, which is a 120% increase on our forecasted projection.
Chance for Change has given our beneficiaries a deeper understanding of living and working in the UK and has empowered them with increased confidence and likelihood of securing long-term employment.
But we didn't stop there. We have established the infrastructure for an employability mentoring scheme which will enable refugees to be supported through their personal and professional development from mentors in our business network. We've also started tapping into the amazing organisations in our local and wider community to hold networking events to enable more refugees to practice their English and networking skills.
In order to link our work with the wider university strategy, this year we formally joined the University of Sanctuary Working Group and we're the catalyst for the creation of a new student society and future partner, STAR. This partnership will enable us to make a deeper, long-lasting impact within our region.
We are also thinking bigger and on a more national scale. Using an open source business approach, we plan on making Chance for Change available to other branches of Ashley Community Housing and also Enactus teams across the country. This will allow us to collectively contribute towards the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals.
So Samira, what was our final lesson?
There's always a chance for change.
Thank you. We have shown the immense value that one often forgotten group of people can bring, so let us introduce you to one of our other great projects.
So let me ask you a question. What do these great innovators all have in common? They all showed signs of having learning disabilities or conditions that affected their ability to receive and process new information. But still, that didn't hold them back. And so it makes me furious to know that today, only 17% of all adults with learning disabilities in England are in paid work. These are the odds that await students like Georgia and Dan, and we wanted to do something about this.
We partnered up with Queen Alexandra College, a special needs education provider, to co-create a programme to tackle these issues. Together with QAC, we decided to work with a cohort of students who are part of the LEAP programme. This project had lots of twists and turns, so we summarised it into 6 steps.
Our story starts with the needs assessment conducted through questionnaires and focus groups. The students and college staff identified 3 primary needs. 1, a lack of resources to build confidence and entrepreneurial skills amongst your students. 2, misconceptions by employers in the community. And 3, a lack of awareness of the opportunities available for students with learning disabilities.
Because of how passionate the students are about giving back to the community, they came up with the name, The Give Project.
By applying human-centered design thinking to our needs assessment, we found the best way to implement the project was embedded into the students' curriculum, taking into account their individual educational healthcare plan and differentiating the workshops based on their unique learning needs. We co-created lesson plans with the staff.
With 13 students of varying types of disabilities, we came up with a few business ideas and decided on selling handcrafted goods. They made 20 poppies, 25 mugs and 18 tote bags using recyclable and reusable materials to make a profit of £80, which exceeded the target by 20%.
Our team went in every other week and delivered sessions which encouraged and empowered the students to try different skills, such as creativity by making their own designs for the products, communication by running the marketing and advertising campaign, and logical and design thinking by coming up with ways to upscale production.
By using the human-centered design thinking approach and continuously reviewing our needs assessment, we recognized that there were some limitations. The workshops are too fast-paced and overwhelming and not engaging enough. And so, with the staff and students, we identified some remedial actions. We increased the number of contact hours and broke down each of the entrepreneurial concepts even further. We did this by assigning different areas of the classroom to different tasks, so that the students could focus on one task at a time before rotating on.
Following the success of handcrafted goods, we turned our attention to the Christmas season. We sourced a donation of Christmas cracker templates and began the production of handcrafted Christmas crackers. Over 5 weeks, we aimed to produce 100 crackers, and to everyone's delight, we made 230 Christmas crackers and sold them, making a profit of £350, an unexpected increase of 40% on our forecast. Consolidating all their learning, the Christmas crackers enabled 100% of the students to develop their computer skills. For example, going online and sourcing appropriate cracker jokes. They also broke down misconceptions and raised awareness by including a little fact about mental health and disability.
But we didn't stop there. We approached a leading conference centre in Birmingham to showcase a sample of our Christmas crackers. They immediately placed a single order of 100 crackers, generating a profit of £140 on the spot. They are now a committed long-term business partner. By the end of the project, demand had outstripped supply, and we had the bittersweet task of declining orders.
The GIVE project has had a profound impact on the students at QAC. Our end-of-term assessment is showing that 40% are now more confident in working with new and unfamiliar people, and a staggering 70% stated that they are now more confident they have the skills for the job they want. Not only this, from the fundraising and our profits, we have generated £605, which will be reinvested, enabling us to increase financial sustainability and the impact we make next year.
But it is important for us to recognise how the project has kindled new possibilities in the minds of the students and raised their aspirations. As you can see, through the GIVE project, Georgia now has the confidence to take the next step with her book. Dan has realised his own potential in the business world.
So what's next? To prepare for the next cohort and establish a continuous revenue stream, we are scaling our already successful endeavor, the Christmas crackers. We have already started selling Christmas crackers in advance, so if you're interested, place your order now.
For now, we will continue to make sustainable and positive impact. How will we do this? We will further develop the GIVE project through training some of the students to co-lead future workshops alongside us and the teachers. This enables a self-sufficient model of practice in the long term. And that's not all.
We plan to partner with other organizations and individuals who will deliver more enterprise-related sessions. And finally, we're aiming to tackle the second need we identified, where the students of QAC will be trained and act as disability advisors, teaching companies on how best to integrate people with autism.
We firmly believe that if businesses open up to people such as Georgia and Dan, we will help identify the future Einsteins and Mozarts. And overall, businesses will be able to tap into a valuable source of talent. Innovation requires diversity.
As a team, we have learned the importance of making long-lasting solutions through innovative means.
Impact, sustainability, change aren't just words for us. We embody these terms as individuals, as a team, and as members of our community.
Through our efforts, we have created these projects in order to help people like Nasser and Den to reach their full potential.
Together with us, they have given themselves a chance to change and the opportunity to give back towards a brighter future.
And remember,
We
are
Enactus,
Aston.